Welcome back. You may have seen Tony in the past. Tony Kasowski, he's our gardening guru here
Tony.
on Fox.
How are you, buddy?
Guys?
You're making something that smells really, really good. So this is a delicious soup, correct?
It's actually just a stock that will kind of come into the soup, but what we're using is a lot of homegrown ingredients here. And some of the things that I like to start out with is actually onions. And we've just got the celery bottoms here, so soup stock's a really good way to use some of your food scraps.
That's a great idea, because when you slice up the celery for dips and stuff, you're not going to use the bottom necessarily.
Exactly, or the celery juice that everybody's doing now.
It's still good for you. And then you also have the skins on the onions in there. Why is that?
They're actually very, they'll add some flavor, they'll add some trace minerals and elements, and have a lot of nutritional value that will follow into the soup stock.
All right.
So we've got quite a few different things that I like to add in here. One thing that I do avoid with the celery, though, is actually the leaves. The leaves will make the stock a little bitter.
Okay.
And also, we've got some fresh herbs here. These ones are dried, but it's kind of got a woody stem to it. So that woody stem, yeah, this is like a purple sage, and that woody stem is gonna not be something we want in the soup stock, because that will also make it bitter.
How much do you know, like, to put in? Like, we're watching you put in a little bit of the sage, but obviously more onions and celery and carrots and...
Yeah, that's gonna be your base. Usually for a pot this size, I'd use 1 to 2 onions, probably a couple carrots, and the celery, probably about 2 of those, the butts there, or several stalks. Then, you know, after that, it's kind of up to you. We've got some fresh, actually, green onion here that we're going to add to the mix.
So you just throw the whole dang thing in there?
Correct, yeah.
So do you leave those in the soup, or...?
I'm going to strain this after. We're going to cook it for about 4 hours. Another thing I like to use here is these fresh peppercorns.
Oh, yum.
And so this is all going to really make for a delicious brew.
What's that?
This is a moringa that I've grown at my house. It's a superfood there.
Moringa?
And then with the garlic, what I'll do here is chop it in half.
Got a
And again, leave the skins on. We're gonna put this all in.
Let's go do the moringa later tonight.
Let's do it.
A little bit of dill that dried, came from the garden.
Yeah.
So
You have such an amazing garden at your house,
you're going to
Tony.
cook these a little bit here, then you're going to add some water, right? Is that the way it works?
Got the water, and so we want to use a filtered water is really what I recommend. Because if you don't use a filtered water, just like you don't usually drink our tap water here in Phoenix, unfortunately. Yeah, go ahead and give that a stir.
Okay, I'll stir it.
So we're going to actually add some water here.
Oh, good. You can really smell, like,
I'm not sure you brought enough water.
Goodness
I know,
gracious,
right?
it smells so good.
Kind of short notice today.
Truck up, Tony. Okay.
Well, you know, Troy's a thirsty man. Troy likes his water, so.
Yeah.
So, and then you let this obviously simmer for how long?
I usually do about 3 to 4 hours. You don't want it to boil too heavily, because that'll kind of cloud it up. And if you are not, this is a vegetarian or vegan stock, you can obviously add your chicken bones or turkey or beef bones, whatever you would want to do.
So this is a base. If you wanted to add chicken or beef, you just add it to what we have here.
Yes, correct. And then, you know, what I usually do is I make a bigger pot than this even, and I'll freeze it. And I have
and then you freeze it in what? Like a plastic
either mason jars, bags. And there's a little bit of the finished product over there.
Here, let me grab it.
And that's just the stock. And it is actually a little cold. It was defrosting.
Take a sip of that.
But you can taste it. It'll be good.
Oh, there's ice cube in it. Oh, I see. So then you got your stock.
So you said I can taste this, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And so that's one we made yesterday or 2 days ago. And so it's just got a nice base. You can put that in rice.
Yeah, it is pretty good. Do you want to try it?
Yeah, sure. Little ice stock.
That's really good.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
Yeah, the ice stock. It's
so
very
how can
popular.
people find you, Tony?
You can really taste the herbs.
He has so many great ideas on things to plant next and herbs and all that good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Best way to find me is probably on Instagram under TonyGrowsfood, or you can check out my website, growkale.com.
Okay, great.
There you go. Tony, great talking with you.
Thank you,
Nice
guys.
job. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming in.
Nice to see you again.
You as well.
Yeah, my friend Buddy. Give me a hug.
Oh, yeah. Bring it in. Bring it in. All right, what's coming up on Fox 10 Extra, guys?